ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, what we have here is that Christopher F. Rufo has obtained some interesting information containing the NSA, CIA, and the DIA, which has been doing terrible things to children and things along those lines. So we're going to get into it. We're going to be talking about it, etc., and going into lengthy detail. So without further ado, my friends, let's go. So we have this from Christopher F. Rufo saying, exclusive, Grossman, Hanna, and I have obtained logs from the NSA secret transgender sex chat room, in which NSA, CIA, and DIA employees discuss genital castration, artificial vaginas, piss fetishes, sex polycules, and gangbangs all in government time. This is insane. The NSA maintains a chat system for the intelligence community called Interlink. The servers are supposed to be used for government work, but gender activists have hijacked at least 2 channels, LGQA and Ice Pride TWG, to discuss fetishes, kink, and happy fun time, all legitimized as DEI. According to our sources, the sex chats were legitimized as part of the NCA's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Activists within the agency use LGBTQ plus employee resource groups to turn their kinks and pathologies into official work duties. According to the current NSA employee, these groups spent all day recruiting activists and holding meetings with titles such as privilege, ally awareness, pride, and transgender community inclusion. And they did so with the full support of NSA leadership, which declared that DEI was not only mission critical, but mission imperative. Goes on to say, one popular chat topic was male to female transgender surgery, which involves surgically removing the stick and turning it into a artificial birthing area. Let's just say vagina. We're just gonna go with that. It says these male intelligence agents love this feeling of penetration and of with their pseudo this is just weird. So what we have here is from the unclassified instance of DIA. I mean, honestly, the rest is nice too. Wearing panties without worrying about anything showing, seeing my reflection in the mirror, wearing leggings, etc. But the pee thing is something I never thought of, but it's really nice. I'm going to be wearing leggings all day Friday and Saturday. This is NSA. I think about that last one too, probably the most. NSA. Mine is pure aesthetics. Well, almost purely, and not begin able to do some things I want. The DIA says mine is everything. I found that I like being stabbed. Never liked it before a GRS, but all the rest is just as important as well. The NSA. Yeah, that part is of what I want. The DIA, all I can say is that this was 1,000% worth it. Despite having to fly to Thailand, pay out of pocket, and the recovery, I would not change anything if I had to do it over again. But that's just for me. Personally, everyone has to make their own decision. The NSA. This is from, that's how I would have done. For fuck's sake, I had not been recovered. Thankfully, it was, I've just gotten so much more everything since it. I kind of like how I look now. The DIA, I'm on TRICARE, retired, and at least as of now, it doesn't cover any gender affirming surgeries, pay for everything out of pocket. The USN, supposedly will start covering it. USN, right, that's the big thing for me, is being able to wear leggings or bikinis without having to wear a gap under it. So in the essay, it says, happy stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't now, but I kind of worry still. Yeah. Also, one of the weirdest things that gives me euphoria is when I, urinate, and I don't have to push anything down to make sure it aims right. Oh, guys, give me something to go after I redoing this report. Please give me something to help me with this. I am literally getting immense amount of cancer from this. Exactly. I wear leggings and bikini without a gap under it. It's just that I know it will show. The NSA says so many little things that give me a minor dysphoria will go away. I want that. Like, none of it is horrible, but the idea of just not having it would be amazing. I feel like that would be the same for me, but I'm scared. I'll be wearing fairly tiny skin, tight exercise shorts at a party at night. I like when you take Advil after having a minor headache all day. I take baby aspirin daily. God help me. God bloody help me. These trans employees discussed their hair removal, estrogen treatments, and breast implants. Getting my behind zapped by a laser was shocking. said one trans identifying DI official. Medical science is going to give me the tits one way or another, said a Navy Intel employee. Says, I just had a friend of mine get me as a suggestion by the Twitter algorithm because of my post with advice about riot and mass shooter survival, and I think it's criminal that it wasn't for my tits. Because they're fantastic. How would Twitter know about your tits? And I hope you're willing to back up that statement. I still don't wear a bra except for when I lift. I don't have enough to need anything. Only reason I wear one when I lift is really I don't want to flash the gym. I get harassed most times I go out in public. I get groped at a concert, which was fun. Dude's wife was standing right there too. Oh, God. Oh, help me. FBI, how did the wife respond? She didn't. Her back was to us. I gave his hand a slap and he withdrew it, but later managed to fall almost in my lap despite there not being a smosh pit. I should have dropped him on the floor and given him a couple kicks, but instead I shoved him away from me. I'm a little ashamed of myself for that. At least the dude at the bar bought me a drink first. I filled my coffee up too much. Booba, definitely happy so far without a church has given me the booba. What is happening? This is a part of our government, guys. This is a part of our government. Jesus. It's especially annoying since I cut my effing ankle while trying to get to that spot. I paid for HR on my legs, entire body, actually well worth it. I suppose I have issues reading the room and puns, while generally one of the safer witticisms do not offend an individual can sometimes upset people. And I say, oh, what did I pay? I'm planning on likely doing it. My body hair is mostly too pale, thin at this point for LHR to be worth it. Pale and thin is in my Sinatra over cover band. Some areas may be. My grandfather supposedly beat up Sinatra once. Depends on where you go. For lower body, I went with Milan, which is significantly more expensive. For face, I pay roughly 1K total, another 1K for chest, and then 1K for back. The total lower body package from the Milan was 4K. And the lower body includes a full Brazilian and all that. But getting my butt, my behind zapped by a laser was shocking. Oh, God, what are we doing here? My torso was absolutely worth it, and I probably paid $3,000 total for it. Yeah, chest and back was incredibly validating. Torso and face actually, although face didn't do much. It says, medical science is going to give me boobs one day or another. I was feeling like the size I went with there were on the small size, but after hanging out with Gadget, I've been reminded once more of just how big they actually are. As my best friend Buddy said, I want proportions that would give me back pain. Look, I just enjoy helping other people experience boobs. This is what we're in here, guys. This is what we're in. It says one NSA official claims to use its pronouns, meaning that this person does not identify as a human, but rather feels like a sexless, genderless thing. Other Intel employees defend the usage of itself pronouns, and then it says claiming that not using them amounts to trans erasure. Same. I have a friend who went from they, them to it's, and it took me quite a while to feel at all comfortable when I used its pronouns. It did eventually click in my head, and the discomfort went away. During the initial period, I either just felt uncomfortable or I referred to it with its name rather than a pronoun. The introduction I got to this very feminine presenting trans umbrella person was, hi, my name is name, my pronouns are he, it, whatever makes you most comfortable. I think I know that person already. It has been several years since I spoke to him. Would be interested to know what is up to now. I know someone like that, at least fair, incredibly based honestly. Hi, it's user here. While I understand we can make some people uncomfortable, keep in mind that the dehumanizing aspect either A, doesn't apply, or B, is a positive effect when we're caressing it. That's not a skull emoji. Oh my God. I don't even know what I'm doing here, guys. So you're getting the picture. I'm not going to read any more of this before I get a terminal cancer. It says Intel employees use the chat room to discuss ethnical non-monogamy or polyamory. Many claim to be part of sprawling sexual networks and have a rich slang vocabulary about their sex lives. Some of our friends are particularly polymers with all connected compounds. It says here, like, I'm not for sure gonna jump into a full non-monogamy for life, but I'm enjoying the multiple connections I'm making. If A is my girlfriend and BG are her partners, then A, B, and C and D and D are dating, but not C. I don't know what are these going on here. What is happening? It says a polycule is a polyamorous group, but not everyone is dating everyone else. That's actually a really good infographic of it in the rain. Webcomic toward the end, it's run. Thank you for the explanation. Like a molecule, but instead of elements, it's possible and the bonds between them. Not to mention that the configurations get especially interested when two people who are already parts of their own independent polycules are start dating, creating a longer or more extended polycule where some cases not all members have an idea of who the others are. I learned so much in here, like I knew what polyamory was conceptually, but never heard of this level of detail. Some mine looks like a triple bond with two P2, double bonds with P3 and P4, who have a triple bond between each other, double bonds with P5 and P6, and this is all gibberish and understanding language. I have no idea what's going on here. Goes on to say P2 has bonds with some of their partners reflected as well. I started chemistry back in school, so my head is exploding imagining chemical bonds. My God, somebody help me, please. Help. Give me help. This is what's going on in our government, by the way, guys. This is what's going on with our government. Now you understand why everything needs to be abolished. They're having sex chat rooms, quite literally. As I was telling you this, I'm sorry for you guys that was hearing this were wanting to hang yourselves from the ceiling, as I was wanting to probably do that as well, considering the fact that this is all insane, disgusting, and abhorrent. Of course, I censor myself a little bit here because obviously YouTube doesn't like it, even though this is probably going to get dinged anyways. But the point being here is that this is our chat rooms, our government. This is what was going on, and this further proves that the transsexual life or transgender people are mostly doing this for a fetish than anything else. It looks like it's all fetish, and nothing else of the sort. So, get that, guys, get that. This is what they're trying to push onto kids, by the way. They're fetishes. Quite literally, they're fetishes. Well, all right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, and I'm gonna go take some aspirin, or I don't even know if I want to take aspirin anymore after reading this. I think I'm just gonna take some Advil or whatever, and maybe cleanse my brain of what I've just read and heard. Holy God.
Burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not yours.